What's happening, you guys? Superhero Reactor here, and got another reaction request by Ravinder Singh. If I got that name correctly, Ravinder Singh. He wants me to react to the top 10 best movies of 2016. Sorry, and it's by Watch Mojo. Want me to take a look at this? It's been a crazy 2016, yeah. Without further ado, I just want to talk so much, but let's do this right now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Booyah! So now it's 13 minutes of the video, so it's long. Deadpool.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Here they are, the cream of the celluloid crop. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best movies of 2016.
Yep.
Well, what are you showing this to us for?
For this list, we're looking at the best and/or most unforgettable films that 2016 had to offer. We'll be basing our choices on a mix of their critical and commercial success, popularity among moviegoers, and more.
Come hell or high water, be at the bank in Childers on Thursday.
Number 10, Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Good movie, by the way.
I do it to protect you.
You can call it what you want. Prequel, spin-off, or epic space opera. But that doesn't change the fact that the first standalone story in the Star Wars anthology will have you cheering along for the rebel spies all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Our rebellion is all that remains to push back the Empire.
Set before the events of A New Hope, the sci-fi flick follows Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, and the rest of their team during their attempted theft of the Death Star plans.
Yeah.
My father built this thing. We need to find him.
All right. How many do we need?
They are requesting a call sign. It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
Fun and full of fan service, it also provides plenty of action and thrills, along with some stunning visuals, a diverse cast, and some very funny one-liners. Oh, and just like The Force Awakens, Rogue One has its own entertaining and memorable droid.
Did you know that wasn't me?
Number 9, Silence.
Our Lord said to them, "Go ye into the whole world and preach the gospel to every living creature."
One of only a handful of directors that can cause people's ears to perk up at even a mention of a new project, Martin Scorsese delivers yet another masterpiece in a film that he's been developing for over 20 years.
Ferreira is lost to us. He denounced God in public and surrendered the faith.
Taking place in the 17th century, the historical drama follows 2 Jesuit priests who must travel to Japan to locate their mentor after it was revealed he renounced God in public.
The moment you set foot in that country, you step into high danger.
A thrilling tale told in only the way he can. Silence sees Scorsese holding nothing back, pushing and pulling the audience's emotions with scenes that showcase everything his films are famous for: intense violence, brilliant set pieces, and spot-on direction.
The price for your glory is their suffering.
A shoe-in for a couple of Oscar nods. This film doesn't have to work very hard to earn a spot on this list.
I pray, but I'm lost. Am I just praying to silence?
Number 8, Jackie.
People like to believe in fairy tales.
From the moment the first trailer dropped, it was clear that this film was going to be something special. Following the life of Jacqueline Kennedy in the White House and in the aftermath of her husband's assassination, the movie serves as a window into the existence of a woman who's trying to pick up the pieces of her shattered world.
Jackie, hear me. Jack, I love you, Jack.
As has become her staple, Natalie Portman knocks the role out of the park, delivering to audiences a character that's flawed, sympathetic, unpredictable, and charming all at the same time.
I believe that the characters we read about on the page end up being more real than the men who stand beside us.
Earning praise from fans and critics alike, the biographical drama is sure to pick up a number of nominations when award season rolls around.
I'm guessing you won't allow me to write any of that.
No. Because I never said that.
Number 7, Moana.
Maui.
Moana.
Do these guys ever strike out? In a year filled with an array of fantastic animated movies, like Zootopia, the pièce de résistance was clearly Disney's Moana. After wildlife and vegetation begin to die on her island home, the daughter of a Polynesian chief must set sail in search of Maui, a demigod with the power to save her home and her people.
Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea. I am
Hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men.
Thanks to wonderful animation, a
I've
well-crafted
never seen
story,
it yet.
and some hilarious voice work, it's clear this film was hitting on all cylinders.
First, we've got to go through a whole ocean of bad.
A unique tale with the ability to bring a tear to your eye and a smile to your lips. There is no question that this musical fantasy deserves a spot on anyone's list of the year's best.
It's a lot farther down than it looks.
Number 6, The Lobster.
Now, have you thought of what animal you'd like to be if you end up alone?
Yes, a lobster.
Rarely does a film come along with a vision for the future that is both terrifying and hilarious. The Lobster, which premiered at multiple festivals in 2015, but saw its theatrical release the year after and earned 2016 award consideration, is the story of a man who is sent to a special hotel after separating from his wife. Once there, he must find a suitable romantic partner in 45 days or be transformed into an animal and released into the wild.
If you encounter any problems, any tensions, any arguing that you cannot resolve yourselves, you will be assigned children. That usually helps a lot.
While it may sound far-fetched, the comedy drama works in its own special way. Subtle performances by Colin Farrell, Rachel Weisz, and John C. Reilly carry the plot forward, stopping periodically to showcase the oddities of the world their characters inhabit.
It's no coincidence that the targets are shaped like single people and not couples.
Brimming with moments of dry humor, shocking violence, and frightening self-realizations.
Wow.
This film is one you won't soon forget.
And the dog?
My brother, he was here a couple of years ago, but he didn't make it.
Number 5, Manchester by the Sea.
If you could take one guy to an island with you and you knew you'd be safe because he was the best man, he was going to keep you happy. If it was between me and your father, who would you take?
My daddy.
I didn't think you were wrong about that.
The kind of film that earns Oscar buzz before even being released. Manchester by the Sea does not disappoint. After his brother dies of a heart attack, Lee, a janitor with a troubled past, is shocked to learn that he is the appointed guardian to his brother's son, Patrick.
Well, I can't be his guardian.
Well, your brother provided for your nephew's upkeep. I think the idea was that you would relocate.
Filled with memorable performances from Casey Affleck, Michelle Williams, and relative newcomer Lucas Hedges, the drama is an intensely personal look into the lives of a fractured New England family.
I've said a lot of terrible things to you.
My heart was broken. And I know yours is broken too.
No, you don't understand. There's nothing there.
Not true.
The character-driven piece isn't afraid to trust its audience, utilizing the age-old film technique of show don't tell to perfection.
I'm not gonna bother you. I'm gonna just sit here until you calm down. All right, I'm calming now. Will you please just go away? No.
Number 4, Captain America: Civil War.
This job. We try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes it doesn't mean everybody.
It wouldn't be a best films of the year list without at least one Marvel property.
Yep.
The standout from this year's crop of superhero flicks, Civil War had an enormous amount of hype to live up to.
Hey, anybody on our side hiding any shocking and fantastic abilities they'd like to disclose? I'm open to suggestions.
When an international oversight committee is established to control the Avengers, they become divided, separated by the differing ideologies of Steve Rogers and Tony Stark.
You don't mean to make things difficult.
I know, because you're a very polite person.
While it would be easy to throw the film's ridiculously high box office numbers on the table and call it a day, this superhero movie was so much more than that. Introducing many new faces to the franchise while simultaneously broaching a number of subjects previously unseen in the genre, Civil War set the standard for all superhero films to come.
Spider-Man.
Thanks.
Number 3, Arrival.
There are days that define your
I haven't
story
seen that
beyond your life. Like the day they arrived.
The sci-fi sci-fi genre has given us some of the most influential films in cinematic history, like 2001: A Space Odyssey and Blade Runner. But with a few exceptions, one could say that the genre has fallen on hard times, ditching the social commentary and philosophical reflections in favor of thin plots, big explosions, and relatively dumb aliens in the early 21st century. Arrival is none of those things.
There's Hawkeye right there.
Wired for what you're about to do. So what do they look like?
Which is not Hawkeye there.
You'll see soon enough.
This beautifully shot movie starts off like many others, with the abrupt appearance of aliens on Earth.
Now that's a proper introduction.
But in place of a gun-toting soldier or pilot for a hero, the film delivers a linguist. An emotionally driven, cerebral tale unfolds, one that respects the intelligence of its audience, and rewards their careful attention with a truly original cinematic experience.
So how do we clarify their intentions?
I go back in.
Number 2, La La Land.
Not interested much of that.
After the success of Whiplash, fans and critics alike waited with bated breath for director Damien Chazelle's next masterpiece. Thankfully, the wait was short.
City of stars, there's so much that I can't see.
A musical of visual delights, this film takes place in a highly stylized version of Los Angeles, as a jazz pianist and an aspiring actress fall deeply in love. A beautiful combination of all the things that make the City of Angels a dream to some and a nightmare to others. La La Land strikes all the right chords.
Is this the start of something wonderful? Or what? Or a dream that I cannot make true?
Strong performances from Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. A bevy of eye-popping musical numbers and spot-on direction from start to finish. It should come as no surprise that this film placed as high as it did. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Monkey, do you
Good
ever
boy,
say
two
anything
strings.
encouraging?
I encourage you not to die.
It's not easy for me to
Fences.
admit that I've been standing in the same
Wow.
place for 18 years.
I've been standing with you. My profession is very complicated, okay? It's nuanced. What does that mean?
Number 1, Moonlight.
Moonlight.
Why you looking at me like that, son? What, man? Come on, you just drove down here?
Probably never seen the trailer for that.
Yeah.
A brilliant mix of acting and directing. This film garnered near universal praise from critics upon release. Focusing on the rough upbringing of a black boy in a poor Miami neighborhood, the film traces his life from childhood to adulthood as he attempts to carve out a place for himself in the world.
Who is you, Sharon?
With an approval rating of 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, as well as a spot in the top 5 highest-rated films of all time on Metacritic, it would come as quite the surprise if this film doesn't pick up a few Oscars come award season.
At some point, you gotta decide for yourself who you want. Can't let nobody make that decision for you.
A profound look at the struggles of coming to terms with one's own identity, Moonlight doesn't hold anything back, making it one of the year's best.
I ain't seen you in like a decade. It's not what I expected. What did you expect?
Do you agree with our list? What films do you think were the best of 2016?
I know that this isn't the life you prefer. That it isn't easy for you living down here.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
If you need me. I'll be there.
And I'll be there too for the next one. So I want to know what the heck is going on. They cannot be divided forever. But what can I say, guys? Not much interesting of the other bit except for the Captain America Civil War, which I can believe it was number 4 or 5. I don't know where it hits, but yeah. Yeah, I'm running out of space here, so I'm gonna finish my outro. Guys, if you like my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to comment below. Tell me what you thought of this top 10 best movie 2016. If you enjoyed, which was better for number 1? Was it for Captain America or for Moonlight? I don't know. I don't care. All I think about is Captain America. Civil War. That's it, guys. This is Superhero Reactor saying I'll see you guys next time, and don't forget, give me a superhero trailer and I'll react.